Off with a 0-0 jam here for the second one. And just like that, Circuit out and in command. And quickly hitting the cruise. And looks like we have a star pass to my favorite Denny's manager. That's Crystal Brawler taking the star for the red squad. Both jammers out looking for points, but Circuit's going to call that one off from the ground. But do we have the game's first points? Yes, we do. Looks like 3 going up in the sky for Black. They're going to start this one off. Early lead for the Nightmares, 3-0 going into the third jam. Yes, 3. You see how they do that? Yeah. Now looking out there, I see. Oh, who is that? I get these numbers right one day. I see Z-Rex. That's a familiar face right there, old Z-Rex under the star. Up against the Ripper for the Hellbenders. So again, if you got the names mixed up, Hellbenders are in red, the Nightmares are in black. And just like that, Z-Rex is out and in command once again in command for the black squad here. As she slips her on the outside, coming to the inside, banging through the middle of the pack, and quickly picking up 4 more points. Going to increase Black's lead. No, we got a single whistle blast. That means we got a penalty being dished out. Oh no! So it looks like Badger and Hound penalty box are going to get a visitor here early in the third jam. I didn't see what the call was. I'll try to get more on that. In the meantime, 4 more in the sky, bringing a grand total to 8 for Z-Rex on this jam, just increasing the Nightmares' lead up to 11-0 with just about a minute left in this jam. And we got a star pass. Looks like Chainsaw is going to take the star just in time to stop the bleeding on that one. But 4 more points in the sky for Z-Rex, bringing up a grand total of 12 points in that jam. Grand total of 15. Hellbender still trying to get on the scoreboard yet. Look out there. Nancy Drewblood's going to take the star again. Going to see if she can remedy this little drought that the Hellbenders are having. And meanwhile, Chemical Restraint under the star for the first time for the Nightmares. Meanwhile, Badger and Hound penalty box still has 1, so there's going to be a slight advantage for the Nightmares to start this one off. As they come down the front stretch, neither side giving an inch, neither one out yet. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? No lead jammer, at least not yet. 30 seconds in, fine piece of rodeoing by these Cowboys here. No points on the board yet. No lead jammer, no penalties. As the Badger and Hound penalty box is cleared, we are back to full strength derby. Who's it going to be? Nancy so close to the front. Trying to make that pass happen, but that wall is just not giving an inch. Meanwhile, Chemical in the back of the pack really can't make her way around that wall either. Almost a fancy footwork to the inside. Did she stay in? She did stay in, yeah. Nancy is out and looking for points. In the meantime, Zoflake taking the star on the pass for the Nightmares. Both jammers out, both looking for points. Nancy hitting the pack. Oh, calls it off, but looks like that was a 4-4 jam. Yes, it was a 4-4 jam. So Nancy picking up the Hellbenders' first 4 points, but Zoe with some fine hustle at the end going to equal that score. And looks like we got a timeout. Official timeout? Yep. When this one's about to start, looks like Badger and Hound penalty box is empty, so we're at full strength derby. Looks like it's going to be, yep, that's Destructive up against Circuit to start this off. As they hit the back of the pack. Some bobbing and weaving by Circuit. Oh, almost making it through, but a nice put out in the front. I didn't see who they made that put out, but whoever you were, kudos to you. And coming back down the inside, down the front stretch. And Circuit breaking through the middle and picking up lead. Nightmares in command on this one. In the meantime, Tiff is out and giving chase. Both jammers out looking for points. The Circuit makes its way back to the pack and gonna hit it and quit it. A 4-0 jam for Circuit on that. One fine piece of jamming out there. Looking out here, looks like Hustler going to be under the star for the red squad up against Z-Rex for the black squad. Meanwhile, Nancy, just so overcome with joy, just decided to fall right there on the track. But we're back up and back to full strength derby. And Hustler, true to her name, hustling inside, outside, through the middle. Can it be? Oh, Z-Rex making it out first, but not by much as Hustler slipping to the inside. I believe that is Z-Rex is in command. Can we get some jammer on jammer action, please? That's included in the price of admission. I want it. Well, we didn't quite get it, but we had a race, and whoa, we got a lot of whistle blasts at the end of that one. Do we have any points? Our jam refs are confirming right now. There might be. Looks like I see two going up there for, yep, two going up for the Hellbenders and one going up for the Nightmares. So a 2-1 jam in favor of the Hellbenders on that one. Oh, here we go. Haven't seen these two out here yet. Well, we've seen Chainsaws, but we haven't seen Uncle Mommy out here yet. Oh, that's Auntie Dad, excuse me. I got my numbers backwards. But Auntie Dad, just like that, out and in command, your lead jammer. Somebody tells me he'd rather be blocking. And meanwhile, Chainsaw's out and giving chase. That pack is a-moving. Who's it going to be? How's it going to go? Again, Auntie Dad in command, slipping through the front, picking up all 4 points. Going to hold Chainsaw scoreless on that. 1-4-0 jam for the Nightmares. As we enter into Jam 7, Badger and Hound penalty box still empty. So very clean derby thus far, but if you've done this as long as I have, you know that's usually pretty short-lived. You're going to be confused. In the meantime, I see Addie out there under the star for the Nightmares. First time under the star for Addie, but our newbie Christine under the star first time and picking up lead. Christine, your lead jammer for this one. Hellbender's in command. In the meantime, Addie's still trying to make that pass happen. As they hit turn 1 and the scrum continues. And we got a forearm call. Looks like, uh-oh. That's going to be Demolition Barbie heading to the penalty box. But in the meantime, Christine out and picking up 4 points. And Christine out again. 4 more points. Bench says keep going. So just in case you're wondering, this can go up to 2 full minutes if she wants it to. And finally getting slowed down a little bit. But for how long? As they hit turn 2, Christine trying to find a way through that wall out there. And being recycled all the way to the back. As the pack stretches down the back stretch, but a nice little put out right there by, I believe that was Circuit making that put out to slowly advance. Meanwhile, Addie's still trying to make her way through that wall in the back. And, we're going to have an end of that one, but not before. Looks like Christine picked up 3 more points at the end of that one for the Hellbenders. And holding the Nightmares scoreless on that one. So I believe that was a 8. I'm trying to do the math in my head. 11-0 jam for Christine on that one. Oh, I have a computer here. It tells me. Hey, it was 11. All right, we've seen this matchup many times in this region. So what's one more time is Craven Corruption under the star for the red squad, number 44. Squaring off against number 3, Z-Rex for the black squad. And Z-Rex going to take command on this one. Nightmares in command out, and is your lead jammer. As they come back around, Z-Rex still looking for points, or is looking for points. Craven's still trying to make that initial pass happen, but that Nightmares wall holding true to its name, just being a real nightmare to get through. And while I'm here, I better fix this number. Who's it going to be? 3. Oh, we got a single whistle blast. That means Badger and Hound penalty box is going to get a little business, and it's Crystal Brawler heading to the box. Going to give a slight blocker advantage to the Nightmares on this one, which they don't already need that, as Z-Rex is just out and picking up points, while Craven still trying to make that initial pass happen, staving off the hit to the outside, down but not out. And Craven finally making it through there. Perseverance. Perseverance. Now both jammers out and are eligible to score with about 35 seconds left in this jam, as Z-Rex slips through one more time. Going to pick up 4 quick points and call that off. A 12-0 jam for the Nightmares as they increase on that lead. 40-17 over the Hellbenders. Meanwhile, Chainsaw is going to try to swing some momentum the Hellbenders' way. Tough draw when she's got to go up against Zoflake, number 40 for the Nightmares. And we are at full strength derby, that Badger and Hound penalty box, only seeing 3 customers all day thus far. But if I was a betting man, and I am, you can ask the guys down the street. We'll see more. As they come down the front stretch, and it looks like it's Zoflake. Zoflake is going to take command on this one. Nightmares in command one more time, trying to increase on that lead. In the meantime, I believe that is Chainsaw's little switcheroo, taking the star off, put it back on, going to make her way out. Both out and looking for points. There's our call off. So 4 quick points for Zoflake on that one, going to increase the Nightmares lead 44-17 over the Hellbenders. And we're going to have a timeout being called by the Hellbenders here. All right, during this timeout, going to remind you, you might have heard me mention the Badger and Hound penalty box. That's because they sponsor our penalty box. If you don't know who Badger and Hound is, that's the best barber shop in State College. Voted best barber shop in State College 2 years running, located at 105 South Pew Street. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't have a use for that, but many of you do. It's not funny. I'll tell you, 24 years old, I knew this was coming. Yep. But, you know, if this isn't a problem for you, check these guys out. Also want to thank LMR Tires and Likens Market, Hummingbird ABA Therapy, Love and Lies Tattoo. These are all our sponsors here, as well as Giant and Wise for their donations to the league. And again, don't forget, I know there is no 50-50, but don't forget to check out the merch table. They got all kinds of swag over there. All these fabulous colors that I can't see, but I know most of you can. I'm colorblind. That's why I do this. All right. Here we go. Now, Destructive, number 413 under the star for the Red Squad, up against Circuit for the Nightmares. I think we've seen this matchup before. What's one more time? As we are back to full strength derby, here we go. Game on. Oh, what a put out, man. Kissing canvas out there, but in the meantime, Destructive, where'd you come from? Destructive is out and in command. Your lead jammer on this one, trying to help the Hellbenders get some points back. It's not insurmountable, not this early, but it'd be nice to get some momentum to go their way. Tiff coming through with that really sweet John Travolta slide right there at the end and picking up 4 points. Taking the Hellbenders 21 to Nittany's 44. And I believe we've seen this matchup once. We've seen, or have we? I don't know. Who is that? These numbers are so crunched up. I think that's Lorax out there, but I can't tell. Oh, no. That's the Ripper. The Ripper out there under the star for the Hellbenders, up against Z-Rex for the Nightmares. Z-Rex in black, Ripper in white. And we are still at full strength roller derby. As they make their way down the front stretch, Z-Rex taking that red wall all the way to the front. As you can see, they have to bridge to kind of maintain the pack with one to beat, and does. Z-Rex is out and in command, your lead jammer once again for the Nightmares. Meanwhile, the Ripper still trying to make that pass happen in the back. I couldn't tell if we had a star pass or not, but I don't think we did. Doesn't really matter to Z-Rex as she just rips off 4 more points right there, 4 more uncontested. And almost untouched. But I seen it looked like that was Craven and Lorax closing the door on her, but not for long as Z-Rex slips through, picking up 4 more points. In the meantime, looks like we have a star pass. I believe that's Chainsaws under the star. No, we have a forearm call. Uh-oh, Badger and Hound penalty box going to get a visit from Grateful Shred for a forearm call. So the end of that one looks like 4 more points going up in the sky for the Nightmares at the end of that one. So I think that might have been a 12-point jam. I'm not sure. I'll wait to see. Yep, 12-point jam for Z-Rex at the end of that one. Starting this one off with a slight blocker superiority is going to be the Hellbenders, as Grateful Shred's going to be starting this one off in the Badger and Hound penalty box. Oh, official timeout here. I don't know, but it looks serious. Her hands are waving. Maybe we're good now. Oh, so there might be. Okay. I think we were verifying the star pass. If you don't know what the star pass is, I'll explain it on the next timeout. It's a lot. All right. In the meantime, that's the Countess out there under the star for the first time for the Red Squad. Countess, I didn't know you could jam. In the meantime, looks like Broccoli out there. Yeah, that's Broccoli. A newbie under the star, and also, Broccoli making her first trip to the Badger and Hound penalty box. And it looks like, do we have, did the star come off or has it stayed on? The star has come off, so we had a star pass. Yes, we did. So star pass, that is going to be Hustler actually taking the star for the Red Squad. Now, since Broccoli got sent to the penalty box, Hustler took the star on a star pass, so we will not have a lead jammer. This one's going the distance, a full 2 minutes. Or if you've been doing this as long as I have, we used to call it a marathon jam. 2 minutes feels like a lifetime. I'm not sure what the instructions were, but they were pretty clear in there. Broccoli out of the box, out of the pack, and looking for points. Now again, we do not have a lead jammer, so it is Hustler versus Broccoli, and I think Hustler was looking for blood right there, but Zoflake kind of screened that one. Both jammers in, both looking for points, and it looks like Hustler's going to come through first, picking up 4 points for the Hellbenders. And no, Broccoli's going back to the box, back to the Badger and Hound penalty box for a forearm. Hustler, you're all alone. You got 13 seconds and about a 31-point gap to close. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? That's going to do it. Could be happening. We had one lonely point at the end of that one for Hustler. But every point matters. 5-0 Jam in favor of the Hellbenders on that one for a full 2 minutes. That's a lot of time elapsed for 5 points. That's a defensive game right there. All right, looks like Nancy Drewblood going to start this one off all alone in the jammer seat as Broccoli is going to be starting this one off in the Badger and Hound penalty box. Now, important to note, since Broccoli is starting the jam in the box, she can pick up lead if it has not been established yet. So we'll see how this goes. But in the meantime, Nancy getting quite the time at the front of the pack. Need to take, oh, and we got a whistle blast. Looks like a multiplayer block being issued to, oh no. Auntie-Dad going to the box. Auntie-Dad going to the Badger and Hound penalty box. In the meantime, Nancy is out and in command. And Broccoli has heard from the parole board and has been released. Both jammers on the track. Oh, why you got to make a liar out of me, Nance? I just talked about how everybody's on the track. And now we got a cut track going to our lead jammer. So Nancy's heading to the Badger and Hound penalty box. Broccoli's going to be out there all alone for the next 30 seconds, uncontested. So we're going to follow this last marathon jam with another marathon jam. If you could hear the words of encouragement down here, I'm not even being facetious, that's really good. You're doing a great job. Could be the greatest we've ever seen. Oh, no, and just like that, Broccoli does pick up a track cut. And I will say, from my personal perspective, it was a good call. I saw it. Good job, officials. That's all part of learning. A lot of rules in this game. So Badger and Hound penalty box getting a little switcheroo in the jammer seat as Broccoli's coming back. And Nancy being released. And Nancy is actually eligible to score. No longer your lead jammer, but is picking up points. Some much-needed points for the Hellbenders as they trail at this moment 30-58 with about 9.5 minutes left in this period. Can't call it. Okay, I think she meant stay down, but yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It was good heads up by Nance for not trying to call that off, because if she did try to call that off and was successful, it would be a penalty. So, oh yes, State College area, you've seen this matchup quite a few times. Crystal Brawler, number 7 for the Hellbenders, up against number 40, Zoflake for the Nightmares. And with all that action, we are back to full-strength roller derby here in jam number 15. Coming around, it's going to be Zoflake to the outside and picking up lead. Crystal Brawler out and giving chase. Both jammers out, both looking for points, both coming to the pack. Zoe's going to slip through, call it off, and pick up 2 points. 2 points for Zoflake and the Nightmares on that one. Bringing their total up 60 to the Hellbenders 33 with about just over 8 minutes left in the half. Now we're looking out here. I see Chainsaws under the star for the Red Squad up against Grateful Shred under the star for the Nightmares. Starting off at full strength roller derby. Badger and Hound penalty box is empty. Coming down the inside, on the outside, every side. Some very good awareness by both squads on the defensive front. When they hit the turns, it's very hard to cover these angles. But they do a fine job. And is that Chainsaws? Chainsaws is out and in command on this one. Hellbenders got your lead jammer seat. But uh-oh, Uncle Mommy out and giving chase. And yes, finally. I didn't have to wait to the second half for this. Thank you so much, Uncle Mommy. I love jammer on jammer action. Makes my day. And we do got 1 point going up for Uncle Mommy at the end of that one. So a 1-0 jam for Uncle Mommy. Good hustle on that one. And we've got an official timeout being called. Oh, wait, what's that? A rolling whistle. Oh, okay, we have an official review. Is it official timeout or official review? Okay. Timekeeper, you got to flex. You got to flex, man. That's official review signal. We're all learning here. All right. So now that whistle's game on. Now I see Chemical Restraint out there under the star for the black squad up against Nancy Drew Blood for the Hellbenders. Full strength roller derby starting this one off as we come down to turn one. Oh, but I had to say something just a little too soon. Looks like we got a multi-play block going out to, that's Cluster Fox heading to the Badger and Hound penalty box. So Nightmare's going to be down a blocker for the next 30 seconds of this one. In the meantime, both jammers are out. Both are eligible to score, but Chemical Restraint was actually in command and just says, I'm good. I'm good. So a 0-0 jam to end that one. Again, Nightmare is going to be down just a blocker to start this one as the Badger and Hound penalty box has just a little bit of business. And it looks like, yep, Anti-Dad out there under the star for the Nightmares. Up against, I believe that's it is Destructive. Yep, Destructive under the star for the Red Squad. As we're coming down to the inside of turn one. One thing I do love about Uncle Dad, or Anti-Dad, it's very easy to pick him out in the crowd. Everybody else is, you know, under 6 feet. Wait, that ain't Destructive, is it? No, that's not Destructive. That's the Ripper. The Sox got me. So the Ripper is actually your jammer for the Red Squad, and actually was able to pick up lead before I could even figure that out. So a little star pass going out for the Nightmares. Both jammers out, both looking for points as the Ripper's going to call that one off. But not before picking up two very much needed points for the Hellbenders as we close in on that 5-minute mark. So again, a 2-0 jam in favor of the Hellbenders on that one. Now there's Destructive. Taking the star this time up against number 03, Uncle Mommy. And the race is on. Full strength roller derby, start of jam number 19. And Uncle Mommy going to be out in command on this one. Your lead jammer. Going to try to increase on that Nittany Nightmares lead. And I think I heard a single whistle blast and a multiplayer block being signaled. Oh, no. That is Demolition Barbie heading to the Badger and Hound penalty box. So Black going to be down a blocker for the next 30 seconds. In the meantime, Uncle Mommy's just slipping through, looking for points. As Tiff being recycled to the back of the pack, it's slow in the advance. And there's I believe that's the call off. I didn't look. So one lonely point going up for the Nightmares at the end of that one, but Hellbender's picking up 4. So if what's in front of me is correct, that was a 5-4 jam in favor of the Nightmares with about 3.5 minutes to go in the half here. Looking out there, Lorax going to take the star for the Hellbenders in red. And Z-Rex in black one more time for the Nightmares. Again, Black starting at a slight disadvantage as the Badger and Hound penalty box got a little visit from Demolition Barbie to start that one off. And Lorax is actually out and in command. Your lead jammer on this one. So Lorax out and looking for points as Z-Rex is still trying to make that initial pass happen. And Lorax slipping through the inside, finishing on the outside, picking up 4 points. Still your lead jammer as Z-Rex is out and giving chase. And the pack picking up some speed, going to make their way down to turns 3 and 4 here. Lorax taking the outside line, going to call that off. But one more point going up for Z-Rex. But 2 final points going up for Lorax on that one. A 7-1 jam in favor of the Hellbenders. Trying to close that gap, actually almost within their 21 points back, so not an insurmountable sum. And I haven't seen, oh, it looks like Sharkbait's taking the start for the Nightmares. First time we've seen that this afternoon. Squaring off against Chainsaws for the Red Squad. We're back to full strength roller derby here to start this jam off. And, whoa, just like that, Sharkbait just saw a spot, exploited it. Sharkbait, your lead jammer, yeah. Smile big. Don't fall now. And somewhere in all that, it looks like Badger and Hound penalty box got some business. Chainsaw's in the box. So Chainsaw's in the Badger and Hound penalty box. That means Sharkbait's out there all alone, your lead jammer, and in command on a power jam here. Come on, Shark. Chicka, 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 chicka. Choo, choo. I got to tell you the story about the little engine that could again? 4 points for Sharkbait on that one. 4-0 jam for the Nightmares. And just as the box clears, looks like we see circuit number 42 out there for the Nightmares up against number 7, Crystal Brawler for the Hellbenders. Closing with just under a minute to go in the half. And here we are, full strength roller derby. Start of jam number 22. Now that's a lot. That's a lot. And it looks like it's going to be, is it going to be Crystal Brawler? It's Crystal Brawler. Crystal Brawler taking command. Your lead jammer for this one. Meanwhile, Circuit just bobbing and weaving like a young Mike Tyson trying to get the, finally does. Circuit is out and giving chase. Coming around, oh, but 4 whistle blast. Do we have any points? Nothing for Circuit. Waiting for confirmation for the Hellbenders. We're going to see. That is the end of the half. Did we have any points? No? I don't think we did. 3 points at the end of that one for Crystal Brawler. So a 3-0 jam for the Hellbenders. All right, it is halftime, folks. Grand 21-49 in favor of the Nightmares. Nightmares, you got any way to pump yourselves up too? No? All right. Hellbenders win that one. I'll have to throw that out at halftime. All right, there's our game on whistle. Second half coming your way. Places, people, places. And it looks like, full strength roller derby to start the second half as Chemical Restraint takes the star for the black squad. Crystal Brawler going to be taking the star for the red squad. And that is it. We're back to derby. Here we go. Oh, a nice put out by Sharkbait, kind of staving Crystal off from the inside right there. Bringing her back to the back of the pack. Say that 5 times fast. Well, then Crystal's slipping to the inside, but then, oh no. Was that Anti-Dad meeting her on the outside, going to hold her up a little bit, but, with one to be to the front, can she make this lead happen? But I believe, yes, it is. Crystal Brawler is your lead jammer. And giving chase to Chemical Restraint. Now, let's see. Are they going to hit each other? Come on. It's just the two. Chem, don't let her run away. Catch up. Come on. As they hit the pack. There's the call off. We've got one single solitary point that's for Crystal Brawler. And the Hellbenders on that one. A 1-0 jam. Bringing their deficit to 21 points. 71-50 in favor of the Nightmares to start this one off. Badger and Hound penalty box is empty. As we got Nancy Drewblood out there under the star, captain of the Hellbenders. Up against, that is, Demolition Barbie, a newbie out there under the star for the black squad. And they're off. And they come down the front stretch. And it looks like we have a call off. What? Uh-oh. Yep. That's 4 whistle blasts. So no points on the board. I know there's some confusion there, but I think that might be a procedural thing. I'm not sure. So is this an official timeout? Yep. All right, just so we're clear, this is an official timeout called by the officials. I remember said the last time there was a timeout, I was going to explain to you what a star pass is. Well, here we are. So a star pass is when the jammer takes the star off their head and looks for the pivot. If you don't know who the pivot is, that's that person wearing the vertical stripe on their head. They can hand the star to that person. That person can assume the jammer position. However, they cannot score points until it is actually physically on their head. That's how that works. But there's so many ways you can get penalties with it. I'm not going into that. I'll let you be confused by it. In the meantime, I was told we had a milestone here. Where's it at? Our penalty and lineup tracker, Deadliest Snatch, where she's hiding at. But this is their 25th game officiating. Congratulations. Nice little milestone. Game number 25. All right, that's the end of our timeout. And that is Little Hammer, I believe that is. No, that is not Little Hammer. That is actually Broccoli under the star for the Nightmares. Little Hammer's actually blocking against her. And I believe, who is that out there under the star? Is that Chainsaws? That's Christine. At a glance, you'd think it was the same person, right? So Christine under the star for the red squad. Broccoli under the star for the black squad. In the meantime, Cluster Fox is out and back on the track. Badger and Hound penalty box is clear. And Christine, your lead jammer. And a much needed lead as the Hellbenders are trying to close that gap. Meanwhile, Broccoli with 1 to beat up against Little Hammer, and Little Hammer going to hang on as long as she can until she has to let her go. As they come back down the front stretch, into the back stretch, turns 3 and 4. Christine's going to call that one off. But we do have 3 points, 3 more points going up for Christine at the end of that one. Or was it 3 altogether? My bad. So a 3-0 jam for the Hellbenders on that one. Bringing their total 53 to the Nightmares 71. And looks like Destructive's going to take the star for the Hellbenders on this one up against Circuit number 42 for the Black Squad. And we are back to full strength roller derby as we come down the front stretch. As they hit the front, tip with 1 to beat. Hit down, stays in bounds, and picks up lead. Destructive, but Circuit out, giving chase and slipping around the outside. Yeehaw! Some fine hustle out there by Circuit. But good heads up jamming by Tiff to know I ain't catching that and I ain't giving up no points. A 0-0 jam on that one. As we head into the 4th jam of the second half here, and I think might have a couple of newbies up against each other here. We got the Ripper for the Red Squad. That's number 314 up against number 101. That's Demolition Barbie under the star for the Black Squad. Full strength roller derby coming down the front stretch. Here we go. Whoa, nice put out there by Chemical Restraint on Red's jammer to send her down, but also Restraint going down too, heading out of bounds, so much ado about nothing on that one. And coming around, it's going to be Demolition Barbie is out, and your lead jammer. You can see the excitement in her face. In the meantime, come on, 1 to go. And does. That's the Ripper out there. Both jammers out, both looking for points. And no Crystal Brawler being called for a cut. So Badger and Hound penalty box going to get a visit from one of the Hellbenders' own on this one. In the meantime, both jammers are in the pack. Both are looking for points. Meanwhile, ooh, fine piece of offensive blocking out there by Sharkbait trying to help her jammer through. Neither side giving an inch. And who's it going to be? Well, that looks like, okay, so it took a second, but I finally saw the points in the sky. So Demolition Barbie picking up 4 points, but looks like the Ripper picked up 2 of her own, I believe. Was there 4 in the sky on that one? Uh-oh. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. It's been a long week. Oh, there we go. Now we have an official timeout. No, you don't blow that till the timeout's over. Aha, I wasn't tripping. I was right. 4 points. Okay. So, Nightmares picked up 4 to the Hellbenders 2 on that one. Now, back to business. Okay. Now, looking out there, I see Anti-Dad under the star for the Black Squad up against Craven Corruption, number 44 for the Red Squad. As the Red starts at a slight disadvantage, as Crystal Brawler is going to be starting this one off in the Badger and Hound penalty box. Coming down the front stretch, who's it going to be? It's going to be Craven Corruption picking up lead. Nittany Nightmares out front and in command on this one. Oh, no, that's not the Nightmares. That's the Hellbenders. She got on both colors. But it looks like Uncle Mommy has taken the star on a star pass out and given chase. Woo, nice put out to the outside by Anti-Dad on that one. Sending Craven Corruption to the canvas, but she did pick up 2 points. However, Uncle Mommy picked up 3 for the Nightmares, so a 3-2 jam in favor of the Nightmares on that one. Badger and Hound penalty box is empty as I see 2 familiar faces in Circuit and Chainsaws coming out there to square off against each other under the jammer seats. Circuit for the Black Squad, Chainsaws under the star for the Hellbenders. And they're off. And already we have a failure to reform penalty. Failure to reform now. I believe that was going up against, yes, that goes to Nancy on that one. Badger and Hound penalty box going to get a little bit of action. Meanwhile, our both jammers are out. Circuit was actually coming around looking for points. Both of them picked up 2. 2 points apiece on that one. So good hustle. Good hustle by both sides on that one. If you're confused by what a failure to reform penalty is, every blocker has an obligation to maintain the pack. And if the referees feel you have not fulfilled your obligation, they will send you to the penalty box. I've seen it. I've done it. Meanwhile, it looks like I see Z-Rex out there disappearing to the front of the pack for the Black Squad. Up against Destructive in the red. And Z-Rex is going to beat out. Z-Rex out, and in command your lead jammer for the Nightmares. Meanwhile, Destructive being recycled back to the back of the pack, so Z-Rex already got a lap advantage on this one. And looking for points and picking up 4. That's 4 in the sky for Z-Rex. Meanwhile, Destructive made her way out and out looking for points. Both jammers eligible to score. Z-Rex hits the wall, kisses canvas, calls it off from the ground. 1 point for Z-Rex at the very end of that one. Very good heads-up jamming. A 1-0 jam for the Nightmares as they increase their lead 85 to the Hellbenders 59. Now we've seen this matchup once or twice already. What's one more time as I see Chainsaws in the red out there under the star for the Red Squad. Up against Chemical Restraint, number 25 for the Black Squad. And the race is on. Full strength roller derby here. Entering into jam number 9. And just like that, we got a single whistle blast. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was actually 2 whistle blasts because Chemical Restraint is your lead jammer. And we've got a back block call being dished out to, oh no, she was your lead jammer. Now she's making her way to the Badger and Hound penalty box. Which means it looks like Chainsaw is going to be out there all by herself. We will not have a lead jammer, so this one is going the full 2 minutes, God willing. And I know she's just excited to hear that. I can see the look on her face right now. What do you mean 2 minutes? There's a bobbing and weaving pack coming through turn 4. Neither side giving an inch. Chainsaw still not making any headway through that wall. A wall so good the chief executive would be envious. No one's getting through that sucker. And somewhere in the midst of all this, Craven Corruption has taken the star. So a star pass, Craven Corruption in the jammer seat now for the Red Squad. As they're coming down, I haven't seen anybody make their way through yet. Who's it going to be? It's Chemical Restraint picking up 4 points. Increasing on that lead for the Nightmares. Closing in on that century mark. Craven with 1 more to beat, but L'assassin hanging on and making that put out. And it looks like 4 in the sky at the very end of that one for Craven. Let's see what our grand total was. Looks like a 4-8 jam in favor of the Nightmares on that one as they close in on that century mark and build an impressive lead, 30 points. 93 to the Hellbenders, 63. Crystal Brawler going to try to bring this one back in for the Hellbenders. As she squares off against number 42, that's Circuit for the black squad. Full strength roller derby, here we go. As they come down the front stretch, still don't have a lead jammer yet, but the action is picking up. I see Circuit on the inside, Circuit on the outside, but Crystal Brawler out and in command, but here comes Circuit. Oh, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And Crystal says, I'm just going to call that. So a 0-0 jam. Crystal jammers can hit each other too, you know. Come on. Don't be bashful. We've been doing this. We have is that an official review or a timeout? Timeout. Oh, okay. So a timeout being called by the Hellbenders here. Oh. All right, so again, just want to make mention of our sponsors. Again, Badger and Hound, thank you for sponsoring our penalty box. If you didn't hear me earlier, located at 105 South Pugh Street here at State College, voted best barbershop in State College 2 years running. LMR Tire and Likens Market. Hummingbird ABA Therapy, Love and Lies Tattoo, and Giant and Wise for all their contributions to the league. Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. Well, it'd be incredibly difficult, but we really prefer your participation, so thank you. And whoever brought this water, that's good. Also, yeah. In true Derby fashion, there is an after party after this at Axman Brewery in Bellefonte, located at 2042 Axman Road, Suite 125. If you head down that way, you can't miss it. It's big. It's beautiful. It's a big, beautiful brewery. It is. All right, back to Derby. In the meantime, who do we got out there? Oh, is that Demolition Barbie? I think it is. I get my numbers straight. Yes, it is. Demolition Barbie under the star for the black squad. Up against number 415. That's Lorax under the star for the red squad. Full strength roller derby to start this one off. As we head into turns 1 and 2. And a single whistle blast. We got a forearm call. No. Demolition Barbie. Wait, no, it wasn't Demolition Barbie. Who is that? That Christine. Christine making her way to the Badger and Hound penalty box. In the meantime, Lorax is your lead jammer. Ow, ow! Trying to close in on that deficit. In the meantime, a little star pass action here for the black squad as Z-Rex is going to assume that jammer seat. And here we are. Coming around to turns 3 and 4. Lorax hits the pack, picking up 3. I love the way that man puts his 3 in the air. 3 points. A 3-0 jam for Lorax and the Hellbenders on that one. Total of 66 to the Nightmares 93 as we enter into Jam 11. Uncle Mommy and Hustler. It's nothing but love. It's nothing but love. In case you don't know, Uncle Mommy is under the star for the black squad. Hustler under the star for the red squad. That's the whistle. Oh, are we playing paper, rock, scissors to see who's going to hit first? Oh, shoot. Okay, Mommy was down. All right. And here we are. As the scrum rotates, and is it going to be Hustler? It's Hustler. Hustler hustling through. Oh, no, but Uncle Mommy on the outside. Out. What? Hustling right over there. Hey, it's like Admiral Nelson said, you did your duty. Yeah, the guy from the rum bottle, that guy. He was a real person. All right. Oh, we've seen this matchup just a few jams ago. Let's see it again. Crystal Brawler and Circuit. Crystal Brawler under the star for the Hellbenders. Circuit in the jammer seat for the black squad. See if he can cross that century mark finally. They've been held steady at that 93. Full strength roller derby here. Jam 13 of the second half. And it looks like it's going to be Circuit out and in command. In the meantime, Countess returning to the bench. Looks like we might have a skate maintenance issue. And anytime Circuit has out and picked up 4 points while Crystal Brawler has made her way out of the pack. Going to race around, try to get some points of her own, but Circuit's not going to let that happen. So Circuit smart, very smart jamming, hustling around, holding Crystal Brawler scoreless. A 4-0 jam for the Nightmares as they creep in on that century mark. And no, they're not flexing. That is an official timeout. Speaking of officials again, Deadliest Snatch, it's your 25th game. Congratulations. Woohoo! Only people that get excited about that's officials, and we're excited for you. They can't show any excitement right now because, right now it's a game. It's like the Mormons at Temple. I can say that. So I think we got we have a slight injury. So looks like Countess going to be getting checked out by the EMTs here. But got to give it to her. Tremendous hustle, being able to remove herself from the game and let the game continue. That's a true competitor, my kind of skater. What's going on down here? All right. This is a very intense official timeout. So how do you feel about all this?
I feel like I'd like to get back to the Derby, but it's been a fun game so far. It's still a close game. I've seen far bigger scores get overturned than this one.
How long you been doing this?
I've been playing Derby. I think this is my 4th year.
Well, you should know, man. These official timeouts are just part of Derby, man. Seriously. No.
The official reviews aren't for me. They're for the refs, so I understand.
Oh, crap. Well, good luck, man. So that was Snowflake. If you didn't know, Zoe was actually under the star for the Black Squad to start this one off. Up against a familiar face in Nancy Drewblood for the Red. And, just like that, Zoe inside, outside, tiptoeing through the outside, picking up a lead. But Nancy Drewblood out and giving chase. And that is going to be a 4-0 jam for Zoflake. A quick 4-0. Finally taking the Nittany Nightmares over that century mark. Trying to see which one. This one here. Okay. 5-second warning as Chemical restrained out there in the jammer seat for the Black Squad up against Destructive. Number 413 for the Red Squad. Full strength roller derby. Badger and Hound penalty box not getting a whole lot of business this time of day, but you know what? We kind of like that in derby. We like to see full strength roller derby. As we're coming down the front stretch, Destructive with just one more to beat. But not quite to do it. There's just one, come on, one, push. As that pack gets wider and that bridge thins out, just got to keep on pushing as Destructive, and does. And that couldn't happen soon enough. So Destructive is out. Your lead jammer as Chemical restrained about a half track back, giving chase. Both out looking for points. And Destructive going to hit the floor and call that one off. And I believe a nothing. Yep, a nothing jam on that one. So 101.66, if my math is correct. What's that, 45 points? Yeah? What do you think?
Yeah.
She said yeah. All right. All right, I think, I believe that is, yes, it is Christine. Yes, it is. So Christine under the star for the Red Squad up against number 411, that's Addie. I don't know if we've seen too much of Addie in the jammer seat. And Christine out and in command. Again, she is a newbie. This is her first game and making quite an impression. In the meanwhile, we got a star pass. Looks like Circuit's going to be taking the star for the black squad. So a quick 4 points for Christine. I'm going to call that one off at the advice of the bench, and really good advice, I might add. Oh. And we need some track tape. Track maintenance. Yes. Among the other things, it's one of the many things that we got to do in roller derby. All right, so that's going to be an official timeout just till we can get the track repaired. Doesn't take long. Just, it's tedious. Got to make sure our boundaries are square. We like it. We like it. Okay. Now I see, looks like chainsaws under the star for the red squad. And that is destructive in the jammer seat for the black squad as we start this one off. Again, full strength roller derby. Not a whole lot of business for the Badger and Hound penalty box, but hey, man, that's just good, clean derby. That's the way we like it. Coming down the front stretch, neither side giving an inch. Some bodies hit the floor. Woo! Man. Christine being cycled all the way back around by Auntie Dad. Crystal Brawler cycling Demolition Barbie all the way back to turn 4 as they make their way slowly back into the pack. And disappearing back into the... Whoa. Whoa, Hustler. What a shot, but no, it looks like Hustler's going to be sent to the box for a forearm. So Badger and Hound penalty box getting one blocker for red on that one. Slight superiority going out to the Nightmares, but neither jammer really making any headway on this pass. Barbie with just 2 to beat at the front, now 1 to beat. Can she finish it? Out of play being called. She is your lead jammer. Wow. 72 seconds. We have a lead jammer. That is some good defense out there. So Demolition Barbie out in command and the only jammer eligible to score right now. While Crystal Brawler going to take her back to the back of the pack. In the meantime, Hustler has heard from the parole board and has been released and is back playing derby. Full strength roller derby, and we got a star pass. That's going to be Nancy taking the star for the red squad. And at the advice of the bench, Barbie going to call that off, but not before picking up 4 points. So a 4-0 jam for the Nightmares, bringing their total to 105 to the Hellbenders 70 with just over 8 minutes left in this game. Now looking out there, looks like the Ripper is out there under the star one more time for the red team up against Grateful Shred. Number 1-5 for the black squad as we are back to full strength roller derby. And just like that, we've got a back block being called, and it's going to be Grateful Shred. So now the Ripper is out there in command, your lead jammer on a power jam for the next 30 seconds. That's right. Looking for some much-needed points to get the Hellbenders back in this game as they still trail by 35 points. As they come down the back stretch, 1 to beat and does. 4 in the sky for the Ripper on that one. 4 very needed points for the Hellbenders, and she ain't done yet. Now important to remember, Ripper is the only one that can score right now. As they come back in the pack, both jammers on the track, but only the Ripper is able to score right now as she is around her second scoring pass. But that wall not giving an inch. And a nice little put out to the inside right there on the Grateful Shred. So again, Shred has been released, but is not eligible to score yet. It's all the Ripper, and Ripper is in command and can call this one at any time, but now is not a good time to. You know, you got the lead. You got the lead, man. Now you call it. Good call. 4 final points going up. 4 very hard-fought points for the Ripper on that one. 8-0 jam for the Hellbenders. Bringing their total 78 to the Nightmares 105. And a timeout being called by the Hellbenders. And I'm going to remind you guys again that we do have the voting going on for, let me see these trophies again here. I almost ate this candy till I realized they were trophies. For Best Bout Fit, the Above and Beyond, and our favorite official. If you don't know how to do the voting, head over to the merch table. There's QR codes over there. Just give it a scan, cast your vote. Results will be here in about, I'm looking at this upside down, 5 minutes and 57 seconds, Derby time. What's your name? And again, if you didn't hear me earlier, we do have an after party here. Well, not here, but it's going to be at Axman Brewery in Belfont, located at 2042 Axman Road, Suite 125. Also, Scar Derby is on Facebook, Instagram. Well, it was Twitter. I guess it's X now. TikTok, all that. Name it, they're on it. Visit ScarDerby.com for details on recruitment. It's always recruitment time. Never a bad time to join roller derby. And if you need to find your pictures, just use the hashtag ScarDerby or hashtag Scarred for Life on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And again, check out that merch table. Get your votes in. MVPs will be coming your way here in about 6 minutes. Game is on. Hustle, hustler. Hustle, hustler. I got money on you. Meanwhile, Circuit looking on the inside, but hustler. That's what I'm talking about. I would high-five you right now, but we're playing. Hustler is your lead jammer, folks. Uh-oh. We got a direction of gameplay penalty being dished out. It looks like, yep, I believe that's Chainsaw is heading to the Badger and Hound penalty box for a direction of gameplay. And 3 more unanswered points going up for Hustler on that one. A 7-0 jam for the Hellbenders. Yeah. 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 I can't tell him that. All right, we got a few minutes to go. I love the way that man holds his threes in the air. I'd like to say I taught him that, but no. All right, here we go. Craven Corruption, number 44 under the star for the Hellbenders, up against Z-Rex, number 3 for the Black Squad, with just under 5 minutes to go. And we got a lead jammer. That's Craven Corruption. Red out and in command on this one. Meanwhile, Z-Rex out and giving chase. Pack speed coming through turn 3. Craven, very heads-up jammer, looking for the other jammer. What? We got a cut call. So we have 2 points going up at the end for Craven, but I believe we have a cut call also being issued to Craven as the jammer. So Craven's going to start this jam off in the Badger and Hound penalty box, I think. Or are we tripping? Are we tripping? No? Okay. Yep, there she goes. So, looks like L'Assassin's going to be out there all alone on a power jam. Number 7-9, I believe, under the star for the first time to start the jam. And just like that, L'Assassin, your lead jammer. Oh, Badger and Hound penalty box actually has 2 visitors from the Hellbenders. So not only are they down a jammer, but down a blocker as well. Oh, and it just keeps getting worse as it looks like Destructive also coming to the Badger and Hound penalty box. Or no, being sent off the track and back to the bench, rather. So no penalty there. Must have miscounted. Meanwhile, Assassin to the front of that pack looking for some points. Oh, Craven with 1 to beat. Zoflake making the put out. Huh? Looks like Craven cut the track again. So out and then right back in. Meanwhile, Assassin, your lead jammer, picking up 4 more points. And going to call that one off, an 8-0 jam for the Nightmares. And looks like we have was it an official review or official timeout? Official timeout. So there was a lot that happened right there. I'm just as confused as you are. Let's hope they can shed some light on this. In the meantime, I do want to make mention of our sponsors again. Thank you so much for your what's the word I'm looking for? Management, help me out here. Participation. I'm blanking. Wait, let me get a drink. Thank you, Wise and Giant. Contributions to helping roller derby possible here in State College. Our sponsors again, Badger and Hound, not only for your contribution to the league, but also sponsoring the penalty box. 105 South 2th Street right here in State College, best barbershop in State College. The results don't lie. Also LMR Tires and Likens Market, Hummingbird ABA Therapy, and Love and Lies Tattoo. Thank you again so much for your contributions, helping make roller derby possible here in Cheyenne. I'm sorry, I went back to Wyoming on that one. We're in State College. Here in State College. I saw my hat here. Reminded me of the good old days. And again, Giant and Wise for all their donations, including this delicious water and this candy that I almost ate until I found out it was somebody's trophy. So don't forget, get your votes in. You still got time. Go scan those QR codes. Get them votes in. Best bout fit, favorite official, above and beyond. I think you can vote for me, too. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Let's get to know our assailants a little bit here. Let's see. What's going on over here? All right, so what do you think this is all about? This isn't a sanctioned game. I can do this here. I can't get her opinion, though. I can't let you guys have it. It's too controversial. What was I in for? Oh, actually, yes, that was the most common penalty I would get. Apparently, when a ref calls you on a penalty and you give them this signal, you're not supposed to do that. So, man, what's going on up there?
I don't know what the officials are doing. I think they're talking about what happened last jam. There were at least one too many skaters at the start of that jam.
Yeah, but I mean, they got it right. Eventually, they sent the one skater off. Well, if it's impactful, which is probably what they're discussing.
Well, it's impactful if they
It's
start with more skaters than they should have.
That's true. Well, yeah, if you get a stat, I guess that is. Well, it's good to know these guys know the rules. So if you guys are confused by all this and what's going on, it looks like Red might have started that jam off with one too many skaters, which is, well, you can't do it. It's not a penalty yet unless that skater makes an impact, i.e. making a put out, hitting somebody, slowing the advance, which then it is up to the referees to determine that. So that's what you see here. That's what that looks like right there. Determination. But good news, this timeout is giving you more time to go scan those QR codes and cast your votes if you have not done so yet. Again, you got your favorite official, best bout fit, and the above and beyond reward. Oh, yes. Could it be? Could it be? We're back to Derby. We are back to Derby. Just over 2 minutes left. As we see, that's Antidad under the star for the black squad out there all alone as Craven is going to start this one in the box. And Antidad out and in command power jam for that guy. Here we go. Antidad coming around looking for points and directing traffic. Telling him when to go, where to go. Let's play some offense, score some points. Meanwhile, Craven is out and looking to make that pass happen. Uh-oh. Ooh. We got a high block. Back to Craven Corruption, so as quickly as she was released, not even one full lap and heading back to the Badger and Hound penalty box. Meanwhile, Antidad out there all alone and picking up 4 points. And it looks like Antidad slipping through, picking up 4 more points. An 8-0 jam for the Nightmares with about 1:10 to go. While I will say it could be insurmountable at this point. With only a minute left. It looks like a Nightmare victory, but it could be a miracle. Some wise jamming. And here we go, Z-Rex out there under the star, starting this off all alone as Craven Equality still in the box. But it is important to hustle because Craven Equality has slipped through as she started the jam in the box, can pick up lead and does. Meanwhile, Z-Rex out and giving chase. There's only one jam left. Give me some jammer on jammer action. Come on. Come on. As they come around, they hit the pack. Craven Corruption, or Craven Equality it is now. Out picking up 4 points, as is Z-Rex, 4-4. As our period clock coming to a close. Important to note, we will still go till the end of the jam clock once the period clock expires. And it has. So this is it, last jam, and that is going to be it. Craven Equality going to call that one off. 4 in the sky at the end of that one to Z-Rex's 2. All right, our referee is going to verify the score. Unofficially right now, it looks like a victory for the Nittany Nightmares. 127 to the Hellbenders, 91. We're going to wait for the official word from our jam refs and our scorekeepers. You're welcome, America. All right, we'll get my paperwork straight. We're waiting for our official whistle. Are we good? Give me that whistle. In the words of Rick James, give it to me, baby. Is that it? We're good? Give me one long rolling whistle. Let me know it's over. No? I don't get that? All right, whatever. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, thank you so much. That was magnificent. I would tip you if I had ones. I'm not giving you a 20. All right. So in just a few moments here, I'm going to get the MVPs for our teams here. But in the meantime, you guys want to come out here? Black Squad, come take a victory lap. Come meet your fans, for God's sake. We got to get our MVPs here, so let me get our MVPs. Just a minute, folks. Just a minute. All right, we got. All right. Victory lap. Come on out here and congratulate these people. Come on up here. Come on up the edge of the track. Get some high fives in. Meet the combatants for today. We got our MVP straightened out, and we'll get those out here in just a second. Yeah, there we go. Show some love. Show some love. Hey, don't forget your silver medalists. Come on, Hellbenders, take a lap. Come on. Watch the clearance on that selfie stick. All right, now, where's the, so Sharks, you're going to help me hand these out. I'm going to send them down your way, and then, yeah. All right, so we all put it down. Give them one more round of applause. Yeah, everybody put it down today. Good work. Now we're going to show some love to who put it down the most. Call your name. Your award's actually down here, and then come back over here so Keys can get your photo. So starting off with the black squad over here. MVP Jammer, these are all voted upon by their opposition. MVP Jammer, number 101, Demolition Barbie, where are you? Yeah, come on down. And MVP Blocker, number 707, Anti-Dad, where you at? Yeah, there he is. And for the red squad, MVP Jammer, number 925, Christine, where are you? You know you're about to fall over. You all right? All right. And MVP Blocker, number 415, Lorax, where are you? Yeah. All right. Those are your game MVPs right there. Now, we do have one more to give away. As voted upon by everyone, you included. Best bout fit. Where's Craven Equality at? Yes, you. Come on over here. Right over here. I almost ate those mints too until I saw it was a trophy. Congratulations. And then those we'll do those, and those are in absentia. There's your MVPs for today, folks. All right, thank you again, all our volunteers, all our sponsors, and to each and every one of you for coming out, showing some love. I'm sure you know somebody, you're probably related to somebody. It's a family thing. That's Derby. It's a family thing. So again, where's it at here? I got it somewhere. After party is at Axman Brewery in Bellefonte, 2042 Axman Road, Suite 125. That's going to do it for us here. That's all, folks.